Okay, welcome to day 2 of my coaching tips, which will be known as Monday Magic when it goes to weekly. But this week, I'm not really sure what it's called, but it's coaching tips basically for you guys who are interested in self-development to take on and use in your own life. So coaching is a fantastic tool in itself. You've got the accountability, and many other parts, but you've also got the questions, and the questions are sometimes often the key that really unlocks a lot of internal resources. So yesterday we talked about how do I put it? The 4 stages of learning, so learning any behaviour. And then today we're going to look at something related to that, which is the ABC tool, which comes from Mindfulness Based Stress Reduction, which is a great concept, and a lot of that comes from Buddhist philosophy, but not necessarily the religious bit, just the philosophy bit, so no need to be religious in any way. So the ABC tool from Mindfulness Based Stress Reduction helps you to pause. So rather than just react in a knee-jerk way to any given situation, it helps you to choose a wise response, and one that you're not going to regret later, hopefully. So who doesn't want that? So when we're looking at moving from a stage of becoming awareness of our behaviour, like we talked about yesterday in the 4 stages of behaviour change or learning a new behaviour, when we want to go from awareness to actually then being able to do something about it, this is a great tool. Helps us to pause and have a bit of a think about things and choose what we want to do. So ABC, I love it when it's nice and simple. The A part stands for awareness. So that is just to become aware of what we're doing. Are we responding to a situation with anger? Do we always respond to a colleague at work or a relative in an angry way? And when something comes up, do we automatically just respond? And then later on we say things like, they made me do that, they made me get angry. It's bringing that back and it's becoming aware of that. And it's saying, actually, I've got anger coming into my mind. That's a strange concept in itself. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the Buddhist concept of attachment. So rather than get attached to the anger, for example, coming into our minds and saying, I am angry, and really owning that anger and just running off down that rabbit path of anger, they talk about becoming aware, like an external observer. Eckhart Tolle's written a lot about that. Try looking up The Power of Now and A New Earth, which are a couple of great books which talk about the external observer, where we're able to actually step back and watch what we're doing. So, A, awareness. You're becoming aware of your behaviour in a certain situation. And the B part is about being. So it's about being with the feelings. So we're not trying to repress them, because we all know that if we squish everything down, it just comes out sideways. Instead, we are being with them, experiencing the feelings, and not pushing them down. And last but not least comes choice. So you've become aware of what you're doing, you're being with the feelings. Maybe in the being part, you want to take 5 deep breaths. I've got some clients that do that actually, sometimes 10, just to really pause. And then the C part is about choosing. Choose wisely, choose based on previous experience. Have you always or most often habitually gone down a certain route, and has it ended well? So if perhaps it hasn't, this just gives you the space to choose a different reaction rather than just do a knee-jerk to a given situation. So A for awareness, B for being, and C for choice about what you want to do. So if you make use of the ABC model, I know it sounds ridiculously simple, but try practicing it. Try it today. Try it when you're at home. Try it in the evening. Try it tomorrow at work. Put it into practice, and it will help you move from that awareness to actually changing your behaviour, pausing, and choosing a more wise response to a situation. So I hope that's helpful. It's a bit of a quick one today, but it's a really useful tool, so don't let the simplicity fool you. Tomorrow I'm going to cover a practice that has been the single most effective tool I've come across personally and for using with my clients for self-development, for my own and for others. And that is a gratitude diary. might sound simple, but tune in and we'll talk about different ways of doing it and why it's so useful. If you've got any topics you'd like me to cover in this, please do let me know. Please drop me an email, joe@joeritchie.com, or put some comments below, or private message me, or carrier pigeon, or any of the above, and I'll include them in this series. So I really hope this has been useful and that you can take it away and use it to make some positive changes in your life. Take care. Bye.